ladies and not ladies, and hello, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about skincare. Why? Because I need help. In the sense of my skin has gone through so many different phases, and currently my skin is. Ooh. Okay, everything does not need to fall. Anyways, my skin has been breaking out a lot lately. I'll post a picture or something of what my skin looked like last year this time and what my skin looks now. It looks fine on camera right now because of the lighting. Let me just show you. Okay, so this is my skin from last year. There are some bumps and stuff like that, but you can clearly see that it's fine. Now you can see more clearly what you can see. That's a cystic pimple. All of this acne scar, all of this. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Not fun. Now, I would like to say that like cutting out sugar and dairy can help, but for me, I've realized that like whether I cut them out or have them, a lot of times I get my acne due to stress or that type of the month, which can cause so much bad acne. But my skin was doing so good last year, like last summer. I was going out, I was eating a lot of food, a lot of junk food, I was doing stuff, and my skin was clear. And then as November, December-ish hit, my skin just started getting so much acne. So all that happened, and then I basically in January or February-ish bought a new skincare from Juice Beauty, and my skin just wasn't helping. It wasn't recovering, and then I bought new skincare, and then it just still wasn't working. All right, so let's talk about skin barrier, because in order to actually help your skin, you need to fix that. And let me tell you, those were the longest weeks of my life, but I managed to get through it, and I managed to help them. First, when dealing with skin barrier, you do not want to introduce anything new. Rather, you want to stick with something that doesn't harm your skin, doesn't disturb it, and doesn't irritate it or annoy it. I removed acids, so any retinoids, any acids, anything that is chemically activated, I avoided it because I didn't want to put more chemicals like acids on my face and harm it. I avoid using face scrubs. I avoid scrubbing my face. I avoid doing anything that was hard or irritating on my face. So that was the first thing that I did. I basically just washed my face, wipe it down with a soft cloth, put on moisturizer, and called it a day. That was how I repaired my skin barrier. And when I did, I also then started to use some of my old skincare that used to work for me. And then I also added some new stuff. So I'm going to show you those. Okay, so I'm going to do the daytime routine and then I'll do the nighttime routine. It'll flow better, it'll be better. But during the daytime, I wash my face with the Kale Plus Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Soap. I used to use Kate Somerville face wash. I used to use Neem face wash, which was an Indian face wash. I used so many different face washes, but I realized the more simple a face wash is, the better it is. I know there are face washes that are specifically for acne prone skin. I just realized that for me, my I want the stuff that is going to stay on my skin have the most beneficial ingredients, while something I'm going to just wash off having benefits of just cleansing. I found this is a lot more softer and delicate on my skin. If my skin is being irritated or is annoyed and I know like, oh, my face is just not doing it, it's just not happy, this is like perfect for that specifically, in the sense that it's sensitive, it's nice, and it does the job, and I don't have to worry about anything irritating my skin. This I know will work. It does its job, and I love it. Okay, so after I wash my face and I dry my face, I do this combo, which is the Ordinary Multi-Active Delivery Essence, which is a water toner, and I use the hyaluronic acid after this. So I put this on the bottom and then this on top. I like this because it's very hydrating. My skin, when it was building its barrier and repairing, my skin was getting so dry. I needed a lot of more moisturization and hydration than I need usually. I was going for the milk toner that they have, but I picked this one up by accident and it works amazingly. And hyaluronic acid is specifically for hydration and locking that hydration in. So I feel like these two work together really nicely. But when I go to Sephora next time, I'm gonna pick up the milk toner because it's also exfoliating, but it's so soft that you can just wear it in the day and the night. So yeah. Then after I do those water toners in the day, I then do another toner, which is the Laneige Cream Skin. Now the Laneige Cream Skin is one of my actual favorite hydrating toners. It's very hydrating. I like to put this on after the hyaluronic acid and the multi-active delivery essence, but I like to apply this before moisturizer. It's hydrating. I was gonna buy the water toner of this version because I like this version a lot, but I read the reviews and people saying that it just felt like water. And I feel like the ordinary one was more cheaper and just better for what it is. So yeah, I like. Next, let's talk about eye creams. So I'll put on this caffeine solution from The Ordinary, which helps with the depuffing. I'll show the pictures, but when I was getting a lot of acne, my eyes were starting to puff up. Okay, so in these pictures, you can literally see my acne scars, my acne, and my face looking all puffy, and my under eyes looking very puffy. I kind of realized that I need something to depuff the eyes, and I needed something that would help my acne. As you can see, these pictures versus last year, you can see the drastic change my skin went through. So I do know I'm capable of getting better skin. It's just a matter of how to fix it after it keeps getting very problematic. Like crazy. And then I would apply an eye cream, which is the vegan collagen eye serum from Axis Y. And it has a silver tip. I used to use the Tatcha eye cream because a woman in Sephora recommended it to me because it helps with brightening. And I realized that the Tatcha one is so expensive for what it actually is. So I was just like, okay, not buying Tatcha. But I heard a lot of Korean brands have really good products, and this was like a good eye cream that was recommended to me. And then there's two more things that I do in the day. I apply moisturizer. This is the CEO Sunday Riley Vitamin C Rich Hydration Cream. I've been using this since I was like, I don't know, 16 or something. When I got like severe acne and I had a person who was an esthetician kind of recommend products, this is the one product that has stayed with me through many years that I always go back to. It's hydrating, and because it's oil based, it locks in any of these water hydration or liquid toners. Whoop, my camera fell. Hope it didn't mess up the angle, but it locks in the hydration. It's very like hydrating, and throughout the day I've noticed that when I have this on, my skin is less oily than without it. I realized that if you do not properly moisturize, your skin will overcompensate and produce more oil. But when you have actual hydrating stuff, it will not overcompensate, making you less oily, which is insane, but it's true. Okay, so last but not least, sunscreen. I have the Aveeno Baby sunscreen in SPF 50. It's for sensitive skin, and unfortunately, it's a mineral base, so it leaves a white cast, but it works and it prevents a lot of acne. It doesn't irritate my skin, it doesn't make my skin very annoyed, it doesn't mess with it. It's actually really helpful. Okay, now it's nighttime skin routine. I learned that if you're wearing sunscreen throughout the day, you need something to wash it out completely, or else it stays on your skin, builds up, and builds dirt. Clinique has a melting balm that you could use, but I just have this already, so I just use this. I just put 1 or 2 pumps, rub that in, and then I have a green cloth. I wipe that, and then I just do my routine with my face wash. Then after doing that, there's 2 ways that it goes. I either use my retinol on retinol days, or I go with the Medicube Red Succinic Acid Peeling Pad. It has niacinamide, which helps with brightening because your girl needs some brightening. My friend recommended this to me, and I bought this, I think, a couple of weeks ago. I've noticed a difference in my skin where it feels like it's getting the help that it needs. I just feel like because I tried a new concealer, my skin just kind of freaked out, but this is a really good product and I like it. Then I use glycolic acid. Now, glycolic acid, I used to use it religiously on my face, but now I just use it for my underarms, my arms, and my back. Let me tell you, if you get acne on your arms and your back, one, I have like a handle scrub where I like scrub my back, and I put this and a moisturizer. My skin is repairing. I don't really put this on my face anymore. It's very rare that I put this on my face, but on the rest of my body, it's amazing. It helps with my arms, it helps with my back, which is a must for me. Now, um, I did the caffeine drops again to depuff, but I also do this, the collagen eye mask. I bought this a couple of days ago and I started using it, and I can tell you I have seen a difference in the sense that my under eyes are more hydrated. I have another eye cream which I use at night, which is the Revive Eye Serum, which has retinol in it. It's from this brand. I'm not gonna pronounce it because I don't want to screw up the sound. I don't know, but I don't want to screw up how I say it. But this has retinol in it, so I only use it specifically at night, and I make sure in the daytime that I wear sunscreen. Once again, if you wear acids on your face, please wear sunscreen the next day. You know what? Even if you don't, just wear sunscreen. The sun is much more damaging than you would think. But I use this at night, and I I've been only using it for a couple of days. Once again, I bought this, this, and this on Monday when I went to Toronto. But I've noticed little differences where my eyes don't look tired. They do look hydrated and they do look like they're brightening now. Though I'll need a couple of months before I can give like an objective or like a actual thing. And then last but not least, it's the Kate Somerville spot treatment. I have had this for such a long time, in the sense that ever since I was in high school till now, this has been something that I keep buying and keep reusing. Like, I keep buying this, I keep repurchasing it. Basically, it dries out all the pimples, and then when I use all these acids and hydrates, it leaves my skin feeling amazing. So if anyone who's struggling with acne, just buy this. Okay, let's talk about some skincare that did not work for me. There have been a lot of skincare that just does not work for me. I'll get this another way. The Tatcha, this is the this is the Tatcha Brightening Eye Cream. What I could say is that I feel like not only the Tatcha eye cream, the Tatcha dewy skin cream, the water cream, the texture tonic. I'm just gonna say this. I feel like Tatcha is the type of brand where your skin already has to be very clean and nice for it to be good, in the sense that it's more preventative instead of like an action taking. So I just feel like Tatcha is either too sensitive for my skin, that it's not aggressive enough to work, or Tatcha is just not just compatible with my skin. Because I know a lot of people really do buy Tatcha and they tend to be a really good brand, but for me it just didn't work. I don't know why, but their cream used to work on me during high school, but it doesn't work on me now. I don't know if my skin is just not really like adhering to them, but it's just not working. Okay, so another skincare that didn't work for me was the Juice Beauty one. Is it? Yeah, it's Juice Beauty. Basically, I went to Sephora saying like I have really bad acne, I need help, so I got the face wash, the pimple, uh, something. Let me search it up and tell. Okay, so I just did some research. I got the blemish clearing cleanser, the blemish clearing serum, and then the moisturizer, which I think is the Sea Boost 72 hydrating whipped cream, 20% vitamin C cream. I don't know why. When I used that product in the beginning, it felt like it was clearing my skin, but then after a while, it just felt like my skin was getting a lot worse, or it just wasn't doing anything, which I think is just kind of worse because it's like, okay, I spent so much money for you to do nothing. But yeah, it just didn't work. I've tried so much skincare, but I think like these past couple of months testing and trial and error, I felt like these were the ones that I was just like, yep, doesn't work. Because even in my teenage year, I don't think I ever had a product that just didn't work for me. But yeah. Okay, so now we're at the end of our video. So let's do our end of the video tradition. Money, a singular loonie. I'm running out of change already. I'm running out of change, but singular loonie into this. Well, that was much more louder than I would have expected. But anyways, that's it for today. This is my skincare. I'm gonna have really horrible pictures of my acne in this video, which I am scared about. Well, that's it for today. Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girlboss, kiss you, me good night. Do whatever you want to do, unless as long as it's legal and safe and you're happy. Anyways, that's all. That's it. Bye bye. Have a great bye.